keep working side by side to strengthen stability across the Arctic, to counter hybrid threats and to tackle the growing security risks that come with climate change. For decades, the EU-Greenland Sustainable Fisheries Partnership Agreement has been a model for promoting responsible resource management, scientific cooperation, and long-term stability in the Arctic region. And Europe stands ready to build on that, from critical raw materials to hydropower and renewable energy. Together, we can chart a new course for new sustainable trade based on mutual benefits and shared values. Last couple of points, our cooperation extends far beyond goods and security, as we've also just spoken. It is about people. It is about joint research, innovation, and youth mobility. And 200 million euros already committed and more support on the way. The Parliament will always stand, and I will say this now in front of all our colleagues, with the people of Greenland for your right to choose your own path, for your territorial integrity, and for the rules-based order. And when you look to Europe, dear Prime Minister, you will find friends and you will find allies. I very much look forward to writing a new chapter in our relationship. Thank you. The floor is yours.
Thank you, President. First of all, very honored to be here, and thank you so much for the invitation. In Greenland, we see a very huge potential in a stronger and better partnership with the European Union. But first of all, let me address that I'm very happy for the support we feel in Greenland. The last 6 to 8 months have been a bit strange, to say it at least. But in Greenland, we are looking into more cooperation now, into a strategic partnership. And in Greenland, we also think, in our eager to develop the society of Greenland and the people of Greenland, we think a good and strong partnership with the European Union and the countries can benefit all of us. We have a quite significant role in some areas and some industries than with potentials not used enough for now, but I'm looking forward to discussion to see a stronger partnership on that area. EU are a friend of Greenland. We have heard that a lot the last time, and I will say the appreciation is on our side. Let's build on it. Let's build a sustainable and more stronger cooperation that we will look forward to that. And I'm honored to be able to address the Parliament today. I think that's also a milestone and shows the potential in a further cooperation. So thank you a lot.
Ole Ryborg, Danish National Radio and Television. Questioner for Prime Minister Nielsen. It's 40 years since Greenland left the EU, and there's been no Greenlandic Prime Minister here. Can we expect to see you more often in the future? And what are the areas that you see the future development between the relations between Greenland and the EU? And the same for Madam METSOLA, among others, seeing the proposal for a doubling of the funds from the EU budget to Greenland in the future. What do you see as the future new developments besides traditional things like education and physics? Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for the question. Yeah, it's 40 years ago Greenland left the EF called back then, but we have now relationship and partnership agreements with the European Union. And to the question for me about if you're going to see, I will say I hope so. We really much seek into make a stronger and closer relationship, because we think a partnership there is stronger than today, even though it's already strong. We see big possibilities that could benefit both Greenland and the European Union.
So, if I can be very direct, I hope that we don't only talk about Greenland during the Danish presidency. And that for us is important because, first of all, as we mark this new path, as we see the increased investment and attention well deserved by the European Union, the commitments made by the European Commission, the delegation that went last week, 5 members of us went to Greenland, and if we also see how we can develop and integrate further. We talked about health, we talked about education, looking at the possibility for youth in Greenland as to how they could really feel part of our continent. That's our responsibility.
Thank you very much for taking my question. Valeria Nickel from the German press agency DPA. Here is a signal to the EU, but I also want to take a look on the other side of the pond. Would you also like to meet with President Donald Trump? What kind of cooperation would you consider with him?
Thank you for the question. First of all, we have had a cooperation with the United States for many years, many years, and also a very good cooperation. Now we are standing in the EU and looking for strengthening that partnership. As it was mentioned in the president's speech, this partnership will be in mutual respect. It will be respect for all parties in those agreements. In Greenland, we have been very still in what we mean about international relations. It has to be in mutual respect, with respect for international law. We seek to have more and better with the USA when we can fulfill the tone. We have had a cooperation for many years, and let me state at last that I think a stronger and better partnership with the EU doesn't close the doors for other relationships or other cooperations with other countries. But in all partnerships, I think mutual respect is a very good way to start.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So good afternoon to you all. It's a great pleasure to have Prime Minister Nielsen with us today. The first time a leader of Greenland has ever addressed this House. A truly historic moment, if I may say, and a milestone in the partnership between Greenland and the European Union. So thank you, Prime Minister, for joining us. Let me start by assuring you that Greenland will always find a strong partner. Greenland not with demands or claims, but in the spirit of mutual respect and friendship. We meet also at a moment where the security is no longer certain, and that is why, together with Greenland,
C'est bien le boîtier 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bonjour et bienvenue pour cette... Il n'y aura pas de modérateur, ce sera modéré par le Premier ministre lui-même. 1, 2, 1, 2, et les questions seront posées sur le micro à chef en espérant qu'il parle dedans. Ouais, là je l'entends, le petit truc qui tourne. Nous allons parler du Groenland et de sa banquise et de ses eaux.
Hello, welcome. Nice to see you all. If you have any questions.
Okay. Yes, my name is Greta Kavala. I'm from Finland, Kauppalehti newspaper. I would like to ask, what is the main threat for Greenland in these days?
Look, we are living in a world now where we're a strange world right now with a lot of threats all over the place. For us, we in Greenland, we don't see a concrete threat, but we see a world where we need to build stronger partnerships with like-minded countries, and we are very much so like all other countries doing that. So yeah, I don't see a direct threat to Greenland.
Mr. Prime Minister, Caroline de Camare we wanted to know, you have been having proposal from the US, from the US President. You also are having a good relationship with the EU. What do you expect from the EU that could be more interesting than what the US has to offer? You mentioned the Greenland. So how is it that the EU and even eventually also Denmark can offer, and which ones?
I think there's a quite different way of asking, first of all. In our EU relationship, it's built on a great partnership through many years that we want to build for more, to make more development in Greenland. We have had a great partnership with the United States also for many years, which we also still want to, but in mutual respect. And I think that's the key word. If you ask about what the EU are offering and what the others are offering, we will seek for those who offer respect first, and then we can talk afterwards. But as I said earlier too, one thing doesn't close the doors for other. In Greenland we know we need partnerships. We know we are in a place in the world that's quite interesting, and I think we have a lot to offer to reliable and good partners.
Prime Minister, for the sake of most Europeans, they are not up to date with geopolitics. Can you the relationship, the political relationship right now between Greenland, Denmark, and the European Union?
Greenland are self-governing right now, still a part of the Kingdom of Denmark. We have the we have a self-governing act from 2009 who addresses that we in any time have the right to self-determination. But we are also a country who wants partnership to develop our people, to develop our economy, to develop our education. And for that, we are 55,000 people. So we know we need strong partnerships. And because of our history, of course, Denmark is our closest partner now. But we also seek to strengthen bilateral partnerships with other countries and also with the European Union. So yeah, strong partnerships is what the world needs right now, I think, in general. And that's also what Greenland is seeking.
Prime Minister,
maybe last question. Thank you.
Jens-Frederik Genovese from Euronews. You talked about cooperation and partnership. I would like to ask you how likely you see in the future Greenland joining the European Union, and if you see it more likely or less likely compared to joining the US, as President Donald Trump suggested.
First of all, let me say this clear. We are not going to join another country. Let me make that statement. And the next thing, we are building on a stronger partnership with the European Union in mutual respect in our terms. And as I said, we are 55,000. No plans for trying to be a member of the European Union. Right now, partnership we have already, and also make it build it stronger and the connection better and move closer in a partnership in terms of many things, education, minerals, and industry. So no, we are not seeking for being a member of the European Union, and we are definitely not seeking to be a part of another country. Thank you.